Good morning, guys. How are we all? So you are joining me on Saturday, the 21st of Feb. 21st of Feb. I cannot believe we're at the end of February now. Like, it's literally just insane how quickly the time is flying by. But you are joining me again for another couple of days in the life, another prep vlog. Guys, make sure if you find these videos like in the middle of my prep, please make sure you go back and like watch the previous videos, because you're going to be a little confused, right? The reason I'm documenting my prep is so like you guys can watch it in real time. So just make sure you catch up on the vlogs, so you're in the know, you know what's going on. So obviously the last video you guys would have saw was my refeed last weekend. So it is literally the following Saturday now. So we basically had the refeed. My weight has literally like dropped ever since then. So I did enter the 63s, I think it was like Wednesday. But now I was like 64.1 this morning, and I've been 64.1 the last 3 mornings. So, I mean, it's a little bit up, but I'm a kilo down to comparison to where I was pre-refeed. And I actually did look at my Google Sheets this morning, and I've lost a kilo a week for the last 3 weeks. So like yesterday was probably the first hard day I've had on prep, which is kind of insane to say considering I'm like 11 weeks in. But yesterday I did feel a little bit like dragging my feet. Like I did cardio, and cardio was like really hard. We got it done. Look, those are the days that really add up in a prep scenario. So yeah, I'm just like keeping the head screwed on. I checked in this morning as well. No changes. So nothing has been changed, guys, since like whenever the last change was a couple of weeks ago. So I'm still running with the same protocol. So 14,000 steps a day, 3 45-minute cardio sessions a week, which I do on the Stairmaster, and then also obviously 5 training sessions a week as well. Calories are like I think 16 to 1700, so we're still in a relatively good spot there. I wouldn't say I'm hungry. I just get a really bad dip in energy after I train or after I do cardio, which is kind of normal anyway. Like even in off season when I train and I come home, I'm like fucked for like half an hour, and then I have to like regroup and then go back to work. I don't know if it's like, obviously it is kind of prep related because I'm not refueling as much as I would have been in the past, but I'm still A1, right? Today is an exciting day, so I'm going to Dublin today to go and see my posing coach Han. So she is coming over to host a workshop. So I have literally been up this morning. I've done steps on the walking pad. I had my breakfast. I prepped 2 meals, and I'm literally like I'm going to be leaving now in the next couple of minutes. So I'm really excited to go and see her. I'm excited to like an experience with posing in a workshop scenario, because you guys know I do my lessons at home. I practice in the gym sometimes. I also did get to practice with my friend Holly during the week. So I did go and train with my friend Holly on Thursday. She is a fellow bikini girl. I'm going to input that footage next. So after this little intro, you guys are going to see that. You're going to see our training session together. We did a little bit of posing together, which was really fun. So you guys are going to see that next. And then I'm going to pick up the camera again before I go into the posing workshop, and we can pick up again today with where we're at. I'm excited for today. It's going to be really fun. And yeah, it's just, I feel like throughout this prep, I'm like meeting more girls who are like interested in the same thing that I am, which is really nice, because bodybuilding can be quite lonely, right? It's not the most like community-based sport in the world, because like what bodybuilding is a solo sport, right? It comes down to everything that you're doing yourself as an individual. Like you don't need a team to compete in bodybuilding. Now, obviously I have my coach. Obviously I am a coach as well, so I have a lot of clients who love bodybuilding, and obviously excellence in general. We have a lot of like bodybuilding passion within it, but like it is just going to be really nice to just like actually see girls, and hopefully I'll have a couple of some familiar faces on show day as well, just like getting to meet more people. So yeah, it's going to be a good day. I'm feeling good. I've been sleeping okay, but I'm having really bad nightmares, and I don't know why. Like every single night I've been having like horrible nightmares. It's weird because I'm not going to bed tired. Like I don't actually feel as tired as I used to feel going to bed. And I keep waking up in the night like checking the time. Like for example, last night we went to bed at like 9:30 our usual time, and I woke up at midnight, and I literally thought it was time to get up. I was literally so close to getting up, turning on the light, weighing myself, and I was like, oh shit, it's not It's literally midnight. Like, what am I doing? So my sleep is a little bit weird right now, which maybe it's just a phase, maybe it's prep. Obviously, like, I am in a calorie deficit and I have been for a while now, so that does affect your body and it does affect your sleep and recovery over time, so it could be just that. But look, either way, it's fine. I do get enough hours in bed. Like, I'm in bed for like 9, half 9, I'm up for 5, so I'm in bed for a substantial amount of time. So I am recovering. So I will catch you guys before I go into the posing workshop. I'll let you know how I'm feeling before I go in. Right now I'm feeling super excited, and hopefully you guys enjoy the training footage that you're about to see next. So here we have our glute session that I did with my friend during the week that I recorded for you guys. As you can see, I am wearing a mic, but my 2 brain cells could not comprehend how to connect it to my camera. So essentially I didn't have the right plug for the mic transmitter to put into my camera, so the audio did not record, which I figured out after this set, thankfully. So I'm just going to roll with a voiceover today and chat you guys through a couple of the exercises that we did. So started off this leg session with hip abductions. As you can see here, I'm pulling myself down into the seat. My rib cage is stacked above my hip joint, really focusing and thinking about driving my knees out. With hip abductions, I almost like to imagine that my feet don't even exist. A lot of people drive with their feet, whereas we really want to be thinking about driving that way out with our knees for the best glute connection that we can get. Next up, we had Bulgarian split squats. So you're going to notice like the sequence of this session is a little bit different to my session because myself and Holly kind of mixed our sessions together. So usually I would have done like seated hamstring curl next, but she was doing split squats, so I just joined in. She actually does her split squats a little bit different to me, so she like used a bench, which is something that I get a couple of my clients to do anyway if they do struggle with stability. But the key thing here is not actually putting a lot of weight through your hand onto the bench. We still want all of the weight that we're moving to be directed to our lower body, so you're almost just touching the bench for that little bit of stability, if that makes sense. As you can see here, we did a little bit of a drop set, so I literally dropped the weight when I failed and I'd done a couple of body weight reps to really just get the glutes firing. This was absolutely gruesome, and it's a really good way if you're someone who wants to intensify your leg sessions, a way of doing so. And as you can see, I was pretty goddamn fucked after that set. So yeah, to be honest, it was kind of nice training with someone because resting between legs, she just done her set while I was resting. The key thing here is making sure with your split squats that you are resting between legs. The way I look at it is you're treating every set like every leg like a different set, if that makes sense. So looking at each leg separately. Next we move on to Smith machine hip thrust, which I haven't done in a hot minute, guys. So the Smith machine in my gym, actually the depth doesn't work for splits or for hip thrusts on it, so I usually just use the glute drive in my gym, but this felt really good. Key thing here is having your upper back on the bench or the box, whatever you're using. You don't need an awfully huge range of motion with hip thrusts. I think that's something that a lot of people get wrong. You don't need to come down and like your bum doesn't need to touch the floor. The most important part of a hip thrust is that contraction at the top. There's no other exercise like it to get your glutes that short at the very top. So you're emphasizing that part of the movement. And as you can see, you should be questioning your entire life's decisions after a set. Like, it feels so hard. We then moved on to glute kickbacks, which you guys know I love. I personally like to lean over quite a lot when I'm doing these, so making sure that I am holding on to the cable. I like to really secure myself in. I know this is the most simple piece of advice ever, but really just thinking about using your glute med as you do this. You want to almost think about dragging the weight back instead of kicking, and thinking about your glute. Like, actually sometimes I even touch my glute just to like help with that mind muscle connection, to actually feel it where I'm meant to be feeling it. Then finished off the session with lateral raises. Typical bikini girl vibes right now. Like, glutes and delts is what we're all about, and lateral raises is a really nice way to finish the sessions. Key thing here is I like to imagine I'm dragging my pinky fingers out to the corner of the room. We then done a little bit of posing, so I just practiced my routine. again, just practicing some posing stamina after my sessions is something that I'm going to be implementing going forward now that I am getting closer to my season. You know, it's really important that when you are practicing posing, to not just practice it when you're feeling refreshed, and to actually start practicing when you're feeling tired, because you're gonna be like working on the stage. You know, sometimes the judges could have you posing a couple of rounds one after the other, so it's really important that you learn how to pose while under a little bit of fatigue. So I just did some walking, we did some posing practice, and yeah, I'm actually loving posing at the minute. Who would have thought? Okay guys, so we have just wrapped up our glute session. This is Holly.
Hey!
She's a fellow bikini girl, and we literally just today realised that we're going to be doing the same shows this year.
And the same classes.
The same class. We're literally, we've like stood beside each other. We're the exact same height. So that's going to be fun.
Competition is on.
The competition is on. We were just looking at each other, like training and like posing beside each other, and we look so different.
We are entirely different, like in terms of our build, and like even our length, like Zoe's hips are way higher than mine. Like her hips, her glutes, her torso is much shorter.
Yeah.
Whereas I have shorter legs and I'm super long torso.
Yeah, it's mad, the weight distribution. Like, and you're about what, 4 kilos heavier than me now?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's mad. Like, and we are only talking about this. It's like a really good topic to talk about. Is like how you could literally look the exact same height as another girl, but like
do essentially the same things because we're both on prep. And we live a really similar lifestyle.
Yeah, like you don't miss meals, like you train hard, I train hard, we do cardio steps, and like you're never going to look the same as someone else, and that's just something that we were talking about in the session. But how did you find the session?
Good. Yeah, no, I enjoyed it. We did a bit of posing, which was quite nice. It's nice to have someone to pose with and kind of reenact what a show day scenario would be like.
Yeah.
So that was nice too.
Yeah, no, it was nice. Like, I'm so used to just posing on my own, and like it's good to practice, but it's also good to practice like we were like walking together at the same time, and like what it feels like to have someone beside you.
Yes.
Because like there's gonna be loads of girls on stage with you, so
and
that was nice.
like one thing I didn't anticipate ahead of my first show day was how crowded it can be sometimes on the stage, and you know, you're hitting a pose and your arm is hitting the girl next to you, and like naturally to me, I don't want to like block someone, but then she's going to block me. So then, you know, you have to kind of learn to, you know, how to interact with people
on stage. Yeah, so Holly has actually competed before. So you've done how many shows?
I've done 3, but they're all PCA. So this will be my first time doing NPC, which I am super excited about.
So actually, it's going to be nice if we are on stage together. Like at least we'll have each other backstage.
And honestly, like in terms of like which way it could go, I feel like it could go either way between us because we're so different. You'll see.
But everyone is so different on stage. Like when I was watching the muscle contest last year, like every single bikini girl was so different. So yeah, it's not. There's no competition. It's just going to be fun vibes. We can support each other now that we know we're both doing it. Oh guys, so I'm just finished with the posing workshop. Honestly, I'd planned to like record before I went in, but I literally got there with like 2 minutes to spare, so I was like rushing in, and I was just there on time. So I'm finished now, guys. My back is so sore. My god, they don't talk about how hard posing is, but it was really good. It was great to just like pose in a group and just get that experience, because I think one thing that we all forget is that you're not posing on stage on your own, and even though practicing on your own is fantastic and it's something that I love doing, it is really important to like see what it's going to feel like posing beside other girls. So we ran through like walking, some comparisons, like swapping on stage, and I just found it really helpful. So to be honest, it was actually quite quick. Like I was kind of like, oh, I'm gonna be the whole day here now. Like obviously it's a 2-hour drive home as well. 2-hour drive here, 2-hour drive home. So I thought it was gonna like be my entire day, but it's literally 12:30 now. I'm literally just about to eat my second meal, which is a little bit later than normal, and then I'm gonna hit the road and go home. I'm gonna be home at like probably like half 12, half 1, probably about like 2, which is fine because I still have like the rest of my day to just chill. To be honest, because I'm in Dublin, I was gonna go shopping or something, but I honestly can't be bothered. Like I just don't have the energy for it. Like, I just don't have the brain capacity to go shopping right now, and I'd only be going shopping for the sake of it. Like, I don't even need anything. So yeah, I'm gonna eat this up now. I brought my oatmeal I brought my oats as my second meal. I just need to make my whey paste in a little cup with my bottle of water. And I also did bring another meal because I thought the day would be longer, but I'm actually going to be home and I can actually heat up my chicken and veg when I get home. So yeah, it was really fun. I'll give you guys like a full debrief later. As you can tell, I'm very hungry right now, and I can just tell my back is going to be sore this whole way home, but I'm feeling good, feeling energized, I'm not too tired. So yeah, I'll catch you guys later on. I'm about an hour away from home now, and I just stopped to go toilet because I'm just a girl and I needed to pee. Oh, I actually want to get a bottle of water out of my boot. Hold on. Oh my god. It is absolutely miserable outside. So I did just stop, went toilet, filled my car with diesel. Guys, why does it feel like every day I'm filling my car with diesel? It's not a vibe. I wish, if I'd won like Wish when it comes to like things that cost money to be free, it would be diesel. Because cars are not cheap. Okay, I'm actually gonna have my meal number 3 now. It is it's just gone 2:30, so this is usually the time I'd be having meal 3, so I'm on track for the day, which is nice. Like, there's nothing worse than like just letting yourself get too hungry, and it's really easy to happen on days like this where you're just like traveling, you're on the go. But I'm really glad that today has kind of worked out and that like I haven't had to like push meals around too much. So I'm gonna have literally it's just chicken and veg. That's all I got for meal 3 on a rest day. Today is a rest day, by the way. I don't think I disclosed that, but yeah, today's fully rest. So I'm gonna eat my 3rd meal now. Gonna watch a little bit of YouTube. I have to catch up on some client messages as well, and I will be on the road and hopefully home for like 4:30. Yummy. So it is now 5 p.m. It's just gone 5 p.m. I'm home. As you can see, I look like I've been dragged through a bush, but I came home, had a shower straight away. I don't know if I'm the only one, but like whenever I'm like out of the house for something, like the first thing I have to do is to have a shower. Like I just cannot deal. I got very overstimulated very quickly, I feel like. So I had a shower. I literally just got straight onto the walking pad. Like, I didn't even let myself sit down because I knew if I sat down it was going to be game over. And honestly, with all the driving today and the posing, I feel like I just needed a brisk walk. So I've been on the walking pad for the last hour. I'm on 10k steps now, so I've only like 4k left, which I think I'm going to drag Richard out for a walk when he gets home, because I haven't seen him all day, and he's going to be asking me how my posing was and everything. Bless him. Like, it's actually so nice to have a supportive partner. Like, not that he really knows much about bodybuilding, like, but he tries, you know, he really tries to like understand what like the bikini is about and like what the judges are looking for. Like, I'm always watching like bikini, and whether it be like bikini shows or like other bikini athletes on YouTube, and he's like, oh, like he's starting to like understand the class a little bit, and obviously the importance of posing. Like, he sees me posing here all the time, so it's nice that he is like he's trying his best, guys, which is all we can ask from our partners. Like, if you're someone watching this now and you're in a bodybuilding prep, like, and you have a boyfriend, maybe he's not involved in sport, or maybe he is, it does just take a little bit of explaining, and how your relationship may change throughout the back end of getting into a prep. And I'm honestly blessed to have such a supportive partner, but it does definitely take a toll on your relationship. Actually, that might be a good video idea. Comment below if you want to see a video all around how to maintain a healthy relationship through a bodybuilding prep, because I'm not gonna lie, guys, it does take a little bit of work, because it's a huge strain on not only my life but then also your partner's life. You know, they're kind of having to take on board your goals without really understanding them sometimes. And I even have clients who are in fat loss phases, like just lifestyle fat loss phases, and I'm even like kind of chatting them through how to set boundaries with their friends, maybe their parents, their partner, around just being okay with saying no to people, but not in a malicious or mean way, you know. You have to understand that your goals are your goals, you know, so you need to learn how to like explain them to other people in a nice way, you know. You can't expect the whole world to bend in your favor. I think he's learning more about bikini every single day, because obviously all I watch is bikini stuff, right? Either shows or YouTube videos. So he's very much immersed in the sport now, and we will in fact be watching the Arnolds. I don't care whether he wants to or not. But to be fair, like I watch all of his strongman stuff and I go to all of his competitions, so it's about time the roles have been reversed. Either way, it has been a really fun day. So just to give you guys a little bit of a recap on how the posing went, because I feel like when I actually got out of the posing seminar, I was very flustered because I had to like eat. It was literally lashing rain. I couldn't see the road. Guys, the traffic in Dublin was cat. Like, it was so bad. I initially put my house into the Google map when I was sitting outside the posing seminar in Dublin, and it was like 2 hours 40. I was like, for reference, I'm literally 2 hours on the dot away from Dublin, like literally 2 hours, like no more, no less usually. And I was just like, wait, what's happening? And like we were on the motorway and like I was at a dead stop, like the traffic was not moving. I was like, guys, I'm on prep, I need to pee, I need to get home, I need to shower. And I was very overstimulated. It was a 2 hour posing session, so we ran through some mandatory poses, comparisons, walking, and we all got to do our individual routines, which was really nice. To be honest, like, it's not that I went there to learn how to pose, you know, like I very much know how to pose. It was more so the reason I went was to just get a feel for what it's going to feel like to pose beside other girls, because I love posing, right? I'll practice myself all day long till the cows come home, but I've never actually posed with people. The first time I actually ever posed with someone was on Thursday with Holly, so I'm kind of getting 2 in 1 week. I really said, okay, I'm gonna pose with people from now on. So it was really good to just like even chat to other girls, like just chat about what shows are on in the year. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. And one thing I'm trying to like be better at is like actually making friends. I know that sounds so sad, but like obviously I have friends, right? But like I don't really put myself out there to make new connections, if that makes sense. So I've really pushed myself to go there today. And like if Zoe 3 years ago could see me going somewhere, driving on my own, going in, not knowing anyone, the only person I knew was Han, like she'd be so proud. Like I used to be so bad for things like that, where I wouldn't do anything on my own, whereas I'm so fine with being alone now, and I'm so fine going to places on my own. So that was just a little gratitude moment for my journey, even just like my personal journey. Like I was really proud of myself for just like putting myself out there, making new connections. And yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, the likelihood is other girls want to make friends too. So like I'm probably doing them a favor by like suggesting, like for example, like suggesting to do a session with someone, or like just meeting someone for a coffee. Like guys, the world is lonely enough. We don't need to make it more lonely. And that's why I just love my job as well. And like just getting to help so many incredible women on their fitness journeys and just form these like everlasting connections with my clients. And it's just like the nicest feeling ever. It can be a very isolating path, not even bodybuilding, but just like fitness in general. It can be quite isolating, but I feel like when you have such an empowering group around you, like it is just incredible. Like I've made the most lifelong connections ever through my love for fitness, and I feel like I have so many other connections I'm yet to make in the future as well with people. So it just makes me excited. I'm just a girl who loves training and love bodybuilding. So it's nice to be able to share that. Even this channel is a way of me sharing that love. So yeah, make sure if you're watching, share the love as well, and pop me a like, right? Just to let me know that you're there on the other side of the screen. Tomorrow is quite chill, so I'm training tomorrow. I've 1 cardio session left for the week. I'm actually recording a podcast with Emma tomorrow as well, and other than that, it's just going to be kind of sorting out everything for the week, like just cleaning the house a little bit, doing a food shop. Well, not doing an actual food shop. I did a food shop Friday, but like just doing the top ups, getting myself sorted. I need a nice clean space. starting a new week, as we all should, getting some meal prep done and just like getting everything organised. It's been a long day. I'm excited to chill now. I'm gonna go finish the rest of my steps because we leave no stone left unturned, and I will catch you guys in the morning. Hey guys, so you joined me on Monday morning. Well, it's just 12 p.m. now. Just gone 12 p.m. and I'm just finished my session for today. So on Mondays I train back and glutes, or posterior, whatever you want to call it. So that is done. Most of my work is done. You guys know I'm an early riser. Like, I love nothing more than getting up super early, doing my work, getting to the gym nice and early, going home, refueling, doing more work, and then like just doing more like kind of admin content-y bits in the afternoon. I actually do have a call at 2 p.m, so I'm going to be home just in time for that. But just to kind of chat you guys through the last couple of days. So you guys obviously saw what I got up to at the weekend. I had a posing seminar on Saturday. Sunday, me and Richard literally just chilled. I went and I done my last cardio session of the week. I actually didn't end up training because I was absolutely battered after the posing on Saturday, and I wasn't meant to train on Sunday anyway. It's just because my sessions were a little bit jumbled last week because I was meeting a friend and everything, but I got that done anyway. So my cardio yesterday was so hard. Like, I was actually, you know, one of those sessions where you're literally just on the verge of tears. Like, that was literally me yesterday. I don't know, it was just a really hard day on prep. I'm definitely getting a lot leaner now. Like, I think up until this point, I've been kind of at a body composition where I genuinely felt okay day to day. Like, it wasn't impacting me, whereas I feel like now it's impacting me. I'm not gonna lie, it's your gal is getting battered. So just to give you guys the updates, so I obviously was chatting to you guys Saturday morning where I was 64.1. Guys, I woke up Sunday morning and I was 63.4. This morning I woke up 63.6, so I'm in the mid to low 63s now, which is wild. And just to put it into perspective, like, I don't actually think I've realised how much body fat I've actually been losing over the last couple of weeks. Like, I've just been kind of on like, just like doing it mode, that I didn't actually reflect back on what I've actually achieved. But just to like put it into perspective, this day 3 weeks ago I was 66 kilos, so I'm literally like, my body is responding. As I think I said at the start of the video, like, I've been losing about 1 kilo a week, basically nearly lost almost 3 kilos in 14 days, because the last 2 weeks in particular of fat loss have been quite intense. So it's definitely catching up on me now. And it's funny because I've been like gaslighting myself into thinking like, oh my god, like, Zoe, why are you struggling? Like, you're still X weeks out, like, you shouldn't be struggling. But it doesn't really matter how many weeks out you are, you know. It's all dependent on your body fat levels as to like how hard you find the day to day. And I'm obviously getting lean. My body fat levels are definitely lower than where I'd comfortably sit, so of course I'm gonna have hard days now at this point. So I'm not sure like what the story is. Like, I'm obviously checking in on Wednesday. I don't know, I potentially could get another refeed either Wednesday or Saturday, so I'm kind of predicting it. I'm not sure if I will. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna see what happens. Obviously we don't want to get lean too quickly either, because I still am like 13 weeks out, so we have to be careful with rate of loss. But we'll see. I mean, that's why we have coaches, right? I would never be able to coach myself. Even like the best coaches in the world have coaches, and there's a reason for that, right? It's just so hard to like see yourself objectively. Obviously we all look at ourselves every single day, so we don't truly know what we look like, right? But when there's like external eyes on you, it just makes for a so much smoother process. So we'll see, but I definitely am feeling it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, the last couple of days have been quite hard. Okay, sorry, I literally completely lost my train of thought now, because basically someone came in and parked beside me, and I'm not confident enough to publicly be a vlogger yet, so hopefully we will cross that when we get to it. I don't know what I was saying. Basically saying I've lost a lot of body fat in the last 3 weeks, And I'm fucking feeling it, I'm not gonna lie. But it's okay, because at the end of the day, I signed up for this. This is what I decided to do. And sometimes we need to just pull up our big girl pants and accept the consequences for the actions and the goals that we want to achieve. Write that down. I'm gonna hit the road, and hopefully once I eat my post-workout meal, I will pep up a little bit, because right now I would sleep if I got the chance. So that pretty much sums up how I'm feeling right now. It is a little bit later on now. It's still Monday. It's still Monday. Guys, I'm struggling today. I'm really struggling. And I actually wasn't going to pick up my camera at all. But I was like, no, I need to start showing the hard days. Because I keep getting comments off people saying, I'm making prep look so easy. And how is fat loss so easy for you? And don't get me wrong, like it has been fucking easy up until this point. Like I haven't been lying about that. It has been very straightforward. And it still is easy, but like I still have hard days. Like cardio is not easy, okay? I have moments in the day, exhibit A, that I don't feel the most energized. I feel a little bit tired. I could easily just go and just like, I wish I could sit here for the next couple of hours, but I can't, you know? I have steps to do. I have work to finish. Like, just because someone makes something look easy, it doesn't mean it's easy all the time. So yeah, I want to make sure I'm actually documenting these hard moments as well, because they are here. They happen, right? And one thing I always remind myself of in these moments is you have hard days no matter what phase you're in, right? Whether you're dieting, whether you're in a building phase, whether you're at maintenance, emotions fluctuate, and how your days go are also not always going to be like completely the same, if that makes sense. Like you're gonna have days that are a little bit shitty, you're gonna have days where you're low energy, you're gonna have days where you sleep shit, you're gonna have days where someone says something and it upsets you, you're gonna have days where your emotions are higher, you're gonna have days where motivation is in the bin. It doesn't actually mean shit. Like it doesn't actually mean like, I'm having a bad day because I'm dieting. Like no, I have bad days, I have hard days when I'm in a building phase as well. So those are things I like to just remind myself of when I am having harder moments. And another thing I like to remind myself of is usually on these hard days, it's the days where I'm getting the leanest, like I'm making the most amount of progress towards my goal. So just even like reminding myself of that and almost like gaslighting myself into thinking like, Zoe, yes, you're struggling right now, but it's working. The calorie deficit is working. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of come on and document this little moment, because I feel like, yeah, I don't want to be like painting a false narrative that everything is like sunshine and rainbows, because it is not. Bodybuilding prep is not easy. And I feel like, as I was saying in the car, now that I'm getting to the point where I am like lean, like my body fat percentage is definitely lower than I would comfortably sit. Of course I'm going to feel that day to day. Like it is just something now that I'm going to have to learn to deal with, and it's not going to be comfortable. It's not going to be easy, but at the end of the day, why would it be? You know, I'm pushing my body to a place where I've never been before, and getting in stage condition is something that not a lot of people are able to do or want to do, which is so valid because we are frankly insane. But I just wanted to pop on and say that I'm struggling today, and that is okay, because that is my journey, and without struggle there is no reward, people. But yeah, I just had my fourth meal of the day. I had that call. I finished off with check-ins. I do have a little bit of other bits I need to do this afternoon, and then it will be final meal, chill, go to bed, alarm is set for 5 in the morning, and we do it all over again, because that's what gets results, is just consistency. I think one thing that's helped me massively with dealing with these like harder days or harder moments in the day, I would say, like not every day, every moment of every day is going to be hard, but you will have moments. Like for me, usually it hits me after I train or after I do cardio. It hits me the most. But this is where having structure to that half of my day makes the world of a difference. Like I know I come home from the gym, I have my post-workout meal, I get straight back into work. I don't let myself like sit around. And then when I have my meal 5, I allow myself to just chill for a second. Like I'll watch YouTube video, but then I'll like do the fine, like last kind of 2,000 steps, a little bit of work on my phone, and then I'm kind of done. So even though I still have structure, I still know that, okay, I struggle the most second half of my day. what can I do to make sure everything is done at the first half of my day that needs my priority? And that's just the way I set up my routine. I would much rather get up at 4:30 or 5 in the morning to do everything I need to do first, because I know it hits me like a ton of bricks in the afternoon. So it's just setting up your day accordingly, and just making sure you're getting enough sleep as well. But I had a really good sleep last night, which definitely has helped. Yeah, I just thought I would show you guys the current situ. Guys, look at that. Who needs pasta when you have a lovely tub of ice cream? Also, isn't it so funny how like when you're dieting, you just like appreciate food so much more? Like, I did not have a creamy my entire building phase, but as soon as like I started to get hungry in the evenings, the creamies came back out because they are just they're the best thing ever. So, to let you guys know how I make my creamy, I use 150 grams of 0% Greek yogurt, 15 grams of protein powder. I then put water in and I mix it together and then I freeze it. So then I put it in the, obviously I put it in the Ninja Creamy. I put it on light ice cream. So I have the Ninja Creamy Deluxe. So we have like loads of options on what we can make. I must actually make a frappe because that would be delicious. But I put it in on the light ice cream. When it's mixed, I then add in 50 grams of raspberries and blueberries, and then that's how I get my consistency. I don't know anyone else who uses Greek yogurt, but I always have. Like, I never use like protein powder and water. I've always just used Greek yogurt, so it slaps. And you know what, it's so funny when it comes to this, like, because I enjoy creamies so much when I'm dieting, I always say, oh my god, when I'm in a building phase, I can't wait to make high calorie creamies and like chocolate creamies, and like I'm gonna put in chocolate into it. And I'm just like, I never do, because when I'm in a building phase, I just like the thought of eating a full pint of ice cream, I would just not be able to do it. So funny, like the effect that I have on my clients as well, because they literally have all bought Ninja Creamies and they've all bought walking pads. I'm like, sorry guys, but they are just essential. Obviously they're not essential, but a Ninja Creamy is an investment if you're someone who likes ice cream but also you're in a fat loss phase. Good morning, YouTube. It is now Tuesday morning. As you can see, I'm feeling a little bit more revived. Isn't it so funny? Like, this is what I was saying yesterday to you guys, how like I have so much energy in the morning. Like, it's actually just gone 8 a.m. I'm literally like 80% through my work for the day. I have my Apple Watch on my ankle because when I'm working, I need it to track my steps as I work. I'm on 6,000 steps. Like, oh my god, my check-ins give me so much life. Like, I am that coach who just gets so fucking hyped. Like, I get so hyped for my girls, and I think that's why I have so much energy in the mornings. But we woke up to a new low this morning, which explains why I was feeling the way I was feeling a couple of seconds ago in that last clip from last night. So I woke up this morning at 63.3 kilos, which is insane. Like, literally, give or take, I'm almost at the point now, I'm like a kilo off where I finished my photo shoot prep diet and where I finished my pre-prep / holiday diet last year. Yeah, I'm feeling good today. Again, in the mornings, I just feel so good. Like, and this is why finding out what times of the day you feel good is so important. Like, I know for me, I would not be able to like do my check-ins in the evenings. Like, I would literally die. Like, I would die. Whereas I know if I get up at 5 and I start work, I'm bringing my best energy to my clients, which is what they deserve, you know? For me, throughout this entire prep, my number one priority, and I can say this for a fact, that my service will not drop because I firstly prioritize it. Like, my work is my number one priority, and secondly, I set up my day that makes for that to work, you know? So yeah, I'm feeling pumped this morning. I honestly just have so many clients thriving right now. I have girls starting prep, I have girls finishing off building phases, feeling amazing. I literally have new clients just starting, getting momentum going, and it just is the team is thriving. And I feel like I never actually like promote my coaching on here, but I know there's a lot of you girls watching this right now who want to level up. You want to build muscle, maybe you want to get shredded for summer, maybe you want to look toned, or maybe you just want to be a confident queen. I'm the girl to help you do that. Trust me when I say that. That is what I specialize in. I am the CEO of Building Confident Women. So if you want to join the team, my link for coaching is always below. Even just like messaging me about it, like you don't have to like sign up straight away, but even if you ever just want to like chat to me about like what's involved or how I can help or whether I'm a good coach for you, that link is always below. So never be afraid to reach out and chat to me. I have upper and cardio today, which I'm actually looking forward to, even though yesterday's session was a bit of a drag. Today's session I'm looking forward to. So yeah, I know it's going to be another good day. I'm obviously checking in tomorrow with Emma, so let's see what happens tomorrow. I mean, I think it could either go one or two ways. It could be like, okay, we're getting fucking shredded now, let's keep going. Or you're looking a bit flat and tired, let's refeed. So, I mean, I will let you guys know when I know. I will obviously be vlogging the rest of the week anyway, but I'm going to get this video up first. Being said, I'm going to wrap up this video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you who watch my videos. I've been getting so many messages on Instagram saying how much you guys are loving the videos, and I actually had a girl text me saying that she watches it doing cardio when she's having hard days. So that just literally means the world to me. I'll never be able to express that enough. Whether I have 100 subscribers, whether I have 1,000 subscribers, the love that I have for every single one of you who watch these videos is literally just, it makes my heart very happy. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you be a part of our little family, and yeah, I will catch you guys in the next one.